Yates. Very good win, and I'm sure you didn't have a lot of luck on Saturday, but maybe you've had a little bit tonight.
When?
Well, I'm sure Plymouth would have said there were 2 penalty appeals against Steve Elliott, but obviously
Stevie tells me they weren't. He said the lads barged into him twice. I didn't see him as penalties, so I thought we earned our luck at the end. Scotty made a fantastic save, pushed it into the post. And I think because the effort that we put in, the lads did it over the bar. I thought we were outstanding today, particularly first half. A little bit disrupted second half when Darren just felt his leg. So we changed the formation a little bit. It really. That's when all of a sudden you notice their attacking midfield play. First half. Didn't see him, didn't cause any problems, and that can happen. And they had the ball in front of us, but never really threatened. Just delighted with my players that I thought first half the game should have been out of sight. To be honest, Zebs has been absolutely outstanding tonight, but he's also been guilty of missing 3 or 4 real gilt-edged chances. But we take that because he's a proper lad and he puts in a proper shift.
And let's be fair, you didn't deserve to go behind when you did.
No, we didn't. No, like I said, I thought the game should have been out of sight first half. We varied our play. We pressed a lot more. My midfield players were a lot more energetic, a lot more influential in the game, and I don't think we give them a chance to really threaten us. They had a couple of long-range efforts, and obviously that resulted in one of the goals in their goal. But I still believe that with the set piece delivery that we had and the movement, we could cause them problems. And some of our general play was really good as well first half. And it took us a set piece in the second half from one of my subs to come on, who came on, and he's won the game for us.
Credit to Steve Elliott and Qaid Mohammed for getting the headers, but what about Billy Jones's delivery?
I said all along, his delivery's been fantastic all season, and he invites people to score goals. He put a great ball in after 5 minutes from the wide free kick that was just invited to be waiting to be stuck in the back of the net. Finally, we've got a bit of movement at the end that Stevie scored a good goal at the back post.
And obviously, with a run of home games now, this sets you up perfectly with a good start to it.
Yeah. We one game at a time. They've put in a real shift tonight. It was a decent game. They're a much improved side. First half, I thought some of our football was really good, and we just lacked that killer touch. Made a game of it second half, but we showed a bit of character, a bit of ability, and a bit of everything, and that's what you got to do.
How is Darren?
He's okay. Just precautionary. He just felt a bit of cramp, and it was just important that we took him off. There was no risks, and it meant we talked about changing the formation at half time. I thought Zebs was causing him all sorts, and I wanted to get Sean's first game. He'll be better for that on Saturday. I just wanted to keep 2 players up against their 2 centre halves and make sure that we could really press it, and it did open us up a little bit in the middle of the park for little breaks and getting him, but defence marshalled it pretty well, and most of it was in front of us.
And it must be pleasing that when you try something like that, you end up winning the game.
Yeah, we've got players who, Mo was desperately unlucky and desperately disappointed that he didn't start the game, but I said to him that he would feature, and I think he's come on and proved the point's the wrong word, because he didn't have a point to prove, because he hasn't done anything to warrant not playing. But I just felt Sean needed to come back in. I felt Zebs needed to we didn't play with a wide left as such. We asked him to come and tuck in and be a second striker more often than not. And I thought, like I said, I thought Zebs in particular first half was superb.
Thank you, well done.
Pleasure. Mark, you nicked a 2-1 against them here last year around this time. It's a useful skill to have, isn't it?
I don't think we nicked it, John. I thought we should have been out of sight first half. But it shows we've got a bit of character. It shows we've got some guts, and it shows we can have that never say die attitude, and that's going to take us a long way. You've got to have a bit of resilience about you. We responded perfectly to to go on a goal behind against the run of play. You know, our set pieces, you know, with Billy's deliveries are a real quality, and it's a real weapon that we've got to utilise even more. Second half, like I said, we took a bit of a gamble and opened the game up, and they've got some nice technical, decent players, and they're a decent side. We said that, but on the whole, you know, we kept it in front of us, and the bar the shot at the end, and you know, a couple of appeals. You know, we limited them to very few efforts.
Yeah, Darren Carter's injury, does that make it a bit more urgent to get a midfielder in? You have been trying to sign one, haven't you?
We'll have a look. We'll have a look tomorrow, see how he is. We'll have a look, you know, one or two of them, and we'll just take it from there.
Yeah, the one that you originally wanted, is that still a possibility?
I don't know at the moment. He was on the bench for his club at the weekend, so probably not at the moment. And
now you've got Alan Bennett back. He's still maybe thinking about bringing in another central defender, or have you sort of put that one on hold for a while?
Listen, we need something. Russ Penn, Sido John Batty are both suspended for Saturday. You know, we're light on numbers, but we'll see how we are. We'll see where we are tomorrow. We'll see where we are Thursday. Keep the lads grounded. Make sure they do everything properly now. We've got a really tough game on Saturday again against Exeter. They're a decent side. I don't know how they've got on tonight, but I'm sure they'll come in here in the numbers, get behind them, and they'll be looking to beat us.
Yeah, you've got sort of ready-made replacements for those two players you suspended, but it's the bench, isn't it? Because you haven't really got enough players to fill the bench.
That's what it's about sometimes, and you know, you take a gamble by trying to get quality over quantity. I think we've got just enough players, but also, you know, when you get a couple of suspensions all in both in one game, it does leave you a little bit short. But you know, Keith will come in at right back, and he'll be as good as he has been the last few games. You know, he was unlucky not to play, but when your captain's played 6 games and you've won 5 of them or something like that, it's pretty much an omen.
Yeah, and you're back in the top 3, I think.
It doesn't matter, you know. It's just about picking up points each game as it comes. Taking everybody, don't matter who you play. It's tough in this league. Every game you have to be right for. Every game you have to not only prepare properly, but you have to be fully focused during that 90 odd minutes that you play, and we've shown that we can do that.
Yeah.